All right, folks, welcome to Yak Math videos for your final calculus FOFON exam review video, your final video of 2017 in Calc. So with that, we like to thank not only our corporate sponsors in Cliff Bar, Cliff Energy Blocks, and this cereal here. Like to also thank some in-town sponsors there, the lovely Chinatown Coffee Espresso, Ruby Tuesdays, Caldy Up, coffee spelled with 2 more E's. There you go. Got so excited thinking about it, forgot to spell it. Tazo Zen Tea, these are not in town there. And then Ultra Running Shoe. Very good. Thank you. If you'd like to be a sponsor for the 2018 edition of Yak Math videos, get a hold of us. All right, folks, here you already have a video for this review, so this is going to be very quick. Simply find the derivative. That is just the power rule there. Showed some solid work. Take a look at this next one here. Nothing hard about that. Number 4, I would maybe rewrite as this right here, then power rule. Number four, I would rewrite using fractional exponents, and then just use the power rule. Number 5, I would definitely clean up a little bit, rewrite using fractional exponents, then it is just the power rule. All right, so I would rewrite using fractional exponents for the square root of x, that is x to the 1/2, then distribute x to the 1/2 times 5x is x to the 5/3. Minus x to the 3rd, we have there then the power rule. All right, simple first page. Next page here is some more lovely derivatives. What I did is I just foiled that, then I took the derivative. All right, 8 folks, low d high minus high d low. Yes, you do have to simplify that as such. Folks, if there is a mistake, please let me know. You could win a gluten-free goodie. Maybe this cereal. All right. Folks, I would cancel out all the x's there. First, everything is divisible by x. Make that a little bit easier on yourself. Low d high minus high d low. Simplifies nicely. All right. Next one here, I made an initial boo-boo. First, folks, I attempted there, and I believe that is a negative 25x squared, negative 25x squared. First, I attempted the product rule. I mean, you could take derivative of this plus that, plus this times the derivative of that, folks, and that is long. It really doesn't save you much work, so you might want to use some distribution first, clean that up to get this, then take the derivative. There's really not an incredible shortcut to do that one. All right, that one does take some algebra. 3 times square root of x is 3 times x to the 1/2. Then use some distribution. Power rule. 12. First off, I would write that as this is x to the 1/2. So subtract 1/2 power from all the terms in the numerator. Negative 4 divided by x to the 1/2 is negative 4 times x to the negative 1/2. Then it's a simple derivative for each of them. Folks, equation of the tangent line, we can simply take, we've already practiced some of these, so you know how to do it. Take the derivative, plug the x value in for the tangent points, and for x to find the slope. There you go. Take the derivative, plug negative 1 in for x to find the slope. You have 13 again. F of x is x to the 1/2, as I wrote right here. Then take the derivative of that. Just rewrite that as 1/2, 1/2, times the square root of x. Plug 9 in for x. You get 1/6. And low d high minus high d low. All right, you get this. 7/9. Again, we've seen this answer before. All right. Moving on. Here we have the instantaneous velocity question again. No big deal. The derivative is simply right here. Negative 32t plus 85. Then plug 2.5 in for t. This next one, plug 4 in for t. On C, plug 1.5 in for t. All right, the equation of motion and particle is given by that, where s is in meters and t is in seconds. Find the velocity and acceleration functions. The velocity is the first derivative of speed. Acceleration is the second derivative of speed, or the derivative of velocity. Those are those functions. Find the acceleration after 2.5 seconds. Plug 2.5 into not the velocity equation, but the acceleration equation. 138 feet per second squared. All right, then we have some more involved derivatives. This one is definitely the product rule. Take the derivative of the first times the second plus the first times derivative of the second. That's how that one cleans up. On 20, take the derivative of sine, which is cosine, rewrites the inside, that angle there, really, and times it by the, multiplied by the derivative of 5x. All right, let's put that 5 on the outside. We have another product rule, okay? Derivative of the first times the second plus the first times derivative of the second. 22, clean that up as such. And then take the derivative, that one's pretty easy. Any boo-boos, let me know. Rewrite that as the 1/2 power, then bring down the power. 1 power less and multiply by the derivative of the inner function. 1/2 of 14x minus 4 is 7x minus 2. Product rule, derivative of secant x is secant x tan x, multiply it by the second function there, tan x, plus first derivative of the second, which is secant squared x. We've done that one a few times now. All right, just simply take the derivative. You might want to rewrite negative 3 over x squared is negative 3x to negative seconds. It comes out pretty nicely. This is low d high minus high d low. Take some time to clean that up. All right, you cannot, we're not going to simplify that. That's the square root times something on the outside. That's really a square root, 1 over square root times something on the outside. So that's your answer. It does take a little bit of, algebra there with the derivative. All right, moving on. We have some more derivatives. Quotient rule. Low, d high. Now you have, I know that the derivative of cosine is a negative sign, but you're going to multiply it by another negative. Negative times a negative is a positive. Minus high d low. All right. 1 times cosine is cosine, but you're subtracting it. That's why it's negative cosine. Cosine x times negative cosine x is a negative cosine squared x, but then you're subtracting it. That's why it's positive. Sine squared x plus cosine squared x is 1. That's why you have 1 minus cosine x up top. I just used the chain rule. Okay, you could distribute that. No big deal. We're going to get the same answer. All right. Please check that as I take a Sage Blackberry water break. All right. Next up, we have derivative of natural log is 1 over, that's we'll call it the inner function there. Then you take the derivative of that, which is negative sine 2x times the derivative of 2x, which is 2. Here you have 1 over sine 3x times the derivative of sine 3x, which is cosine 3x, times the derivative of 3x, which is 3. If you wanted to write this first one as, negative 2 sine 2x, this next one, or 30 as 3 cotangent of 3x, that's also true. Product rule, derivative of the first times second plus the first times the derivative of the second. All right. There it is. Just multiply 3 by x squared, really, to clean that up. 32, divide everything by x, and it's low d high minus high d low, which simplifies to give you negative 28 over 7, or x minus 7 squared. Implicit differentiation, really this is the last page. We're not going to do, we're not going to find y double prime for your final. 2x plus 2y prime is 0. Move the 2x over. Divide both sides by 2. Divide by y. That is what y prime is. Take a look at 34. All right, move the y primes over together, divide everything by 2, or divide first by 8x minus 2y, then divide everything by 2. We did this one in class. 35, I would rewrite it as 2x to the 1/2 plus y to the 1/2 equals 5. Then let's start taking some derivatives. Okay, that one took a little bit of time. You're really, so we're moving y over. I did 2 steps in one, but we already have this answer. Okay, it's negative because you moved 1 over root x over. So if they negative 1 over root x, then you multiplied by the reciprocal, 2 times root y. What are we doing here? 37. This is what we have for 37. All right, put the y primes together and divide. And folks, that is the last question on your final exam review. Prep hard for this. Be ready to go. Tuesday morning shall be good. All right, there's a little bit of a curve in there, so we have a chance to make things happen, folks. This is Yak Math Videos signing out.